Yeah, this is my first time doing this. This is not a how-to video whatsoever. Okay, these goats have never been in a stanchion before. We've never like milked them. They're pretty new to us. Actually, the whole goat thing is fairly new to us. So we're gonna start with the Billy because I think he's the biggest and the hardest. So let's go get him first. All right, here's Bert the Billy.
Bart the bear.
You wanna shut that fence, Link?
You wanna shut the fence, bud? So that
Yep. Are you letting him go?
No, we're not gonna let him go. We're just gonna trim his hooves.
His horse?
So we'll see if we can get him up on there. And then we don't really want to hurt him or nothing. We're just gonna bring him through here. Like I said, you know, he's never been through here. So we got him. You know, he's never been in this before. So it's just kind of getting him up in here and doing it. And the reason why I'm using this is just to hold him. And so, you know, I can concentrate on what I need to do with those hooves. Once again, I think this is the kind of his first too. It's my first, but it's his too. So he needs some cleanup here for sure. So we can do that. Also, his dewclaws do need some work as well. So I'm gonna be pretty darn careful on what I'm doing. And I figure I can always put these guys back into the stanchion. It's not like they're hard to catch. But I think it's far better to get a little bit first than too much. I'm also trying to find a point where I can kind of square them up.
Get rid of that tip.
Yeah, and just so you can look down them and kind of see that they're flat. And
Row as the underlying feet to be evenly distributed. You want your mama? Okay. Don't run over here.
see how flat all this is? To me, that's telling me that that's square. Square all the way around. That's good. The unsure thing is about these dewclaws. I'm a little bit worried, but I'm gonna leave them alone until I get some assistance on the dewclaws here. But I know that they do grow big and you need trim. I want to show you a little bit of something too on these hooves. You'd be surprised at how soft. This is all really soft in here. And that's all just really soft and nice. So a guy's got to be pretty careful, I think, with with how you trim all this stuff up. And
because that's tissue and toenail on the way outside then?
Yeah, and I just wanna.
All the middle is tissue?
Mm-hmm.
Skin.
And I know, you can trim this back and it's not like it hurts them. But my thought is really that, if they're stepping well with how I'm doing this, I can come back, even if I need to come back in a week, because I just don't think it's good enough, and redo it. So I'm gonna go for
better safe than sorry.
I'm gonna go for the better safe than sorry, exactly, because I don't want to go too deep. They're so easy to catch. Make sure they're clean in there. He's kind of bucking me on this one a little bit, but.
You want to meet it? Here's your daddy. Just like your daddy?
We got the front and then the back here. We'll just go to the other side and just do the exact same thing with the other two. We have 3 goats total to do, so no big deal, but I think we'll just make sure they're all trimmed up, ready to go. It's not a bad job. I mean, I don't know if I'm doing it perfect, but as far as, you know, as long as there's no bleeding and they're walking good, you know, I think we're okay. I don't think it's as crucial with these guys as like getting that horse hoof perfect, you know, and all those things. So I think you got a little bit of leeway here if you can just kind of make sure it looks all right. Another thing, you know, what's nice is we only have the 3 goats, but I'd say you get into the goat, you know, get yourself a good setup where you can keep them in the right position that you want them, and then just take your time. I think that's huge, especially if you really feel like you don't know exactly what you're doing or whatever. I don't think that should deter. I don't think that should deter you from doing it. I just think that means take a little bit of extra time and just kind of look at it and do the best you can do, you know. And I don't want to stress her out. We got her babies around her, and I think it can be a pretty decent. I want it to be a good. I want her to feel safe. And I want it to be a good experience because I'm going to be doing this every couple of months. I really want her to have a good experience here. So I'm trying to be careful on what I do, take my time. And I'm also kind of taking my time because I don't want to miss something. You know, everything I know how. Everything I've been kind of told what to do, I want to make sure that it gets done so that I don't have to bring her back right away. Now we're just looking at maintenance, and you know, we'll try to get at them every 3 or 4 months, I guess is kind of what I've been told is the average. So and I think that the maintenance will be able to really get them nice and flat and square so that they're squared when they step on the ground. And it's a lot better than curved and all the things that they were before. So we don't want that either. So, hey, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. And make sure to check out some of our other videos on rotational grazing, on the sheep, goat births, the cows, and all the things. Thanks for being a part of our day, and we'll see you later. It's hoof trimming day at 20 Acre Farms. Let's go in and see who we got. We're gonna talk to him and see what he thinks here about the hoof trimming. He watched us do the goats earlier, so we'll see what he says. All right, Midnight. You think I should trim, or should I not trim? His hooves look pretty good. He's a good feather. He's all right.